Hello everyone, I am Kushal Gowda. I am here to present an article on mob justice. Me and my friend Ankit Jain, currently pursuing 5th year BBA LLB from Christ University, Bengaluru, have co-authored a paper titled Mob Justice, Sentencing Without Trial, the Need for Law. First of all, what is mob justice? Mob justice is a predeterminate extrajudicial killing. A mob consisting of 2 to 100 of peoples organize themselves to punish wrongdoer. People take laws into their own hands and act as judges, juries and executioners. Now, who is this wrongdoer? This wrongdoer might be an accused in heinous offences such as rapes, murder or kidnap, or a person from minority community, or innocent person like you and me who doesn't have any conclusive proof against any offences. In India, there are total 115 incidents of mob lynching recorded in the year 2015 according to Quint records. This is also known as mob lynching. What is lynching? Lynching is nothing but killing of a person. When a mob involves itself in killing of a person, it's known as mob lynching. Apart from killing the person itself, the mob also violates the principles of law. First, rule of law. Rule of law states that no authority, citizen or government itself is above law and law is superior in the country. People involving in mob justice act ultra vires to Indian laws. Rule of law is also antithetic to arbitrariness. People involving in mob justice act arbitrarily in killing a person without even giving him a fair trial. People involving in mob justice assume themselves the power of judge and executioner, which is otherwise not conferred on them by Indian laws. Rule of law is also enshrined in Article 14 of Indian Constitution, which guarantees every citizen of India equal protection before law and equal protection from law. Hence, mob justice is also in contradiction with Article 14 of Indian Constitution. The second principle violated by the mob involving in mob justice is the principles of natural justice. It consists of a legal maxim known as audi alterum partem, which translates into no man shall be unheard. The main objective behind this principle is that every man shall be given a fair trial before sentencing. Yet, a victim of mob lynching is denied of all the rights of fair trial, right to be heard, because he is killed by a bloodthirsty mob before even bringing him to the justice. Third principle is that innocent until proven guilty. In India, a person is considered as innocent until he is proven guilty beyond all the reasonable doubts. But then, the mob doesn't even bother to look whether there is any conclusive proof against a person whom they are lynching as to whether he has committed any offence or not, but yet ends up killing him. This is detrimental to society. This is the very exact reason why mob justice should be avoided in India. Currently, people involving in mob lynching are charged under murder, culpable homicide, unlawful assembly and rioting. The article highlights 4 points as to why mob lynching in itself has to be made as a separate offence. Firstly, for the purpose of record. National Crime Bureau records all the incidences occurring under IPC. Because mob lynching in itself is not a offence under IPC or any other legislation in India, such incidences goes unnoticed. Secondly, mob lynching involves the element of hate towards particular community. If mob lynching is charged under just murder, unlawful assembly or rioting, judiciary and legislation fails to recognize such hate towards particular community. This in itself is an injustice towards such minority community. Thirdly, mob lynching is very different from murder or just unlawful assembly, because the nature of the both offences are very different and the essentials of murder, unlawful assembly or rioting are very different. So there is a need for making mob lynching in itself as a separate offence. Lastly, mob lynching involves the element of contempt, because people reject the process of law and they don't believe in process of law. They abuse the process of law and murder the person. Hence, they are not following or abiding by the law. This is nothing but to say contempt of court. In conclusion, it's our moral responsibility to find effective solution for the problem in hand. Me and my co-author have come up with some of the legal solution for the issue. First of all, the bill Protection from Mob Lynching Bill 2017, which is pending in Parliament, should be enacted. Second, the police organization of the country should be strengthened. Third, the due procedure of the law should be speedy and justice oriented. Fourth, the people should be educated and sensitized about the legal procedures of the country. Fifth, mob lynching should be made non-bailable offence. Sixth, mob lynching should be made suo motu offence. Seventh, there should be an exclusive and separate legislation to the entire country which governs mob lynching and incidents such as mob justices. So above are some of the legal solutions for the problem which are mentioned detailedly in the article. And thank you for each and everyone for watching my video and reading my article. Thank you, one and all.